Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once more to another edition of Education Forum. Education Forum is a platform that brings about information relevant to our lives as human. On this platform, we promote education, capacity building skills, and we talk about integrity because we believe with integrity we will have a great future. Today we will be talking about the issue that is trending on the social media and around West Africa, specifically Liberia, for a couple of weeks now. It's about drugs abuse, illicit drugs trafficking. So I have some powerful guests on this platform today, and they are going to be talking lots and lots and lots of issues concerning what they know and what they can share and how we can fight these drugs. So without much ado, let me bring on my guests. So we may be six on the platform today, but we are still expecting others to join. Let's just take our introduction, beginning with Wilton. Wilton, please introduce yourself to our audience. Your mic is muted.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Breakthrough. My name is Wilton Tadawada Costello Jr. I'm a patriotic Liberian and one of the person who will not shy away from issue concerning the growth and development of the young people in Liberia. I'm a student at the United Methodist University, a graduating senior, and I'm also a working class.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Nangwe.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Breakthrough, for such a sensitive and significant topic concerning drug abuse in our country. I'm Mr. Daniel Jube Namwe, a graduate of the University of Liberia and an accountant at the Central Agricultural Research Institute.
So our own uncle is there. Uncle Juma, please.
Right, right. Thank you, Breakthrough. I'm Dr. Yakwa D. Joma, head for LATPAC Fishery Program here at the Central Agricultural Research Institute. And I'm indeed glad to be on this program because drug addiction use in Liberia is a national crisis and it's something we all need to talk about. So I'm glad to be on your program to discuss this issue.
Okay, okay. I too, I want to say thanks to every one of you people for taking up your time to be part of this one. Just so you know, this program is being viewed in Canada, the United States of America. It's also on the YouTube and Facebook pages. So viewers can give their comments, and I will say their comment, whatever they say in the chat. I'll be able to read it out. And if they want to join, we'll find a way of posting them out. So we have this topic for today. This is what we are going to be discussing about alcohol addiction and the use of drugs between primary and secondary students in Liberia. Now, the reason why we are targeting it around students because this platform addresses issues relating schools affairs, learning. Okay, we know other radio stations will talk about other arms of it, like in the entertainment sector, but we are directing it around the academic and the learning environment, even the TVEC as well. So that's why we said between primary and secondary students in Liberia. The next generation we are about to see will definitely be the students. The children that are in school now are the next people that will be coming up. So let's concentrate this drugs issue around that cycle. All right. So This is the question, beginning with Uncle Nangwe. The first question there is, do you think this drugs issue can stop?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bedford, for such a wonderful question. And this question is one question that we've been asking in this country: whether the drug issue can stop. My answer is no. It is very difficult to stop the drug issue because our borders, through which everything is transported and transmitted into this country, are porous. The first and foremost, after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, the borders are empty. So to stop the drug issue is very difficult in this country. It needs every household, every citizen hand on deck in order to fight the drug abuse. So it is very difficult. I can say it can stop. It's difficult to stop it. We cannot easily stop it. We can minimize it.
Okay, so let's get to our Uncle Juma to get his view. Uncle Juma, can this drug issue actually stop? Okay, he was just receiving a local call, uh, so he will get back on. Now, Wilton, please come in while Uncle Juma is getting set.
Okay.
All right, Wilton, just hold on. Yeah, Uncle Juma, you are back on.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. There was a call that interrupted. Okay,
Sure.
this is where we are. Whether be it difficult or not, or possible, whether it can be stopped, let's note that the family is the center of society. So if there is, or the relevance is there that we can put a stop to drug addiction among teenagers, particularly those of school going age, it is incumbent upon the family, the center of society. Don't forget, I think we have had this problem long before, right at the onslaught of the Civil War, after the Civil War. Yeah, things weren't too good before 1990, but after 1990, where parents today who are, where children today who's supposed to be parents, they went into the diaspora, and coupled with our almost 176 border points and little equipment to detect how drugs are brought into the country. I sometimes view this program on DSTV, and if you see how well and meticulously drugs are hidden in vehicles, in clothing, in shoes, we don't have the instrument to detect. We don't have K9 dogs to detect. So, given Liberia is in West Africa and our neighbors are there, it may not be impossible, but it's very difficult to control or even stop. Parents who are the custodians, they have got to play a part. Mainly, the people that are distributing the drugs and bringing in the drugs or selling, they are our children. They are our children. They are our sons. They are our daughters. How do we control them in the homes? Before more talking about controlling them out there into the larger society, it makes it quite difficult, and it requires all hands on deck, and that would be very, very difficult,
Okay.
if not impossible. But we're going to try to work towards that, because I was just listening. There is a gentleman from Max Pacquiao. Max Pacquiao have been flagging this about drug addiction amongst children of school-going age. It's been a while. And I think in the community, just this morning, I was listening to Peace Island, the residents in there, everybody gathered and started going to the various ghetto, because they are their children, and they are children over there, they are sons and daughters. So it requires everybody from the level of the presidency down to the lowest level. Then we'll be getting somewhere. And I think we are gradually. It's not fast, but it's a process. I think we're going to get there, but it's going to be very slow.
Okay. All right. We're going to get there, but it's going to be very slow. All right. So, if we are going to get there and it's going to be very slow, the next step is how how are we going to get there and how slow it's going to be? Can you help explain some of those processes that you think we need to take? So let's begin with Uncle Nangwe to give us his own idea because he too said this thing cannot stop, but it can be minimized. So um, Uncle Nangwe, what are some of the
Yes.
criteria you think that we need to do to really minimize the issue of these drugs in schools for our school going children?
Okay. The first and foremost, we always say to fight these pandemics because drugs are considered as a pandemics in this country. That only the LDEA alone cannot fight drugs. The LDEA cannot go to our homes and know what our children carry to school. The first and foremost, our parents should stand tall on their children because children these days they feel that they are all to themselves. You should check your children before going to school. Parents don't do it these days. You should capacitate the schools in order for them to check the children before they even sit in class. And after school and before sitting in class, every student should be checked because the drugs, as Dr. Juma said, they transported so many ways. Some people can put it under their shoes, some people can put it in their hair, some people can put it in their nails, and the thing is something that can easily be transported. So the first and foremost, the parents, we should start from the homes. The home should be the first people to start fighting the drugs. As what happened in Italy last time. Parents themselves got in the street and start to break down ghettos. And what happened? When they forwarded those people to the police, the very parents went to the police demanding the release of their children. So how can we fight such? If our parents are the ones that are encouraging the children to do sin, a bad child is caught in that. Whatsoever punishment. And secondly, our government officials. Today, one of the big men in this country who's in the House of Representatives, son is in jail. He has not spoken anything about it. So we have to start from the home to the government officials, from the government officials, then of course we can capacitate LDEA. If we don't capacitate the people, obviously they can do their best, they can try, but they cannot do more than what they can. You know how people say you cannot swallow more than what you can chew.
Okay. You cannot swallow more than what you can chew. That's a very
Yes.
big parable. That means what can pass through your throat, don't put it in your mouth.
Yeah. Don't put it in your mouth.
Okay. So let's get Uncle Juma on this one. Uncle Juma, um, Uncle Juma network is giving small issues. Uncle Juma, are you there?
Okay. I think,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so what as
So, yeah, so, right.
okay. So Uncle Juma is trying. I think
Close that door better.
he receiving local calls.
Close that.
So Wilton,
Yeah, Mr. Breakthrough.
yeah, please. So let's take you while Uncle Juma is coming up. Just tell us what's your take on this drug issue? Can it stop or not? Because I didn't get that point from you earlier.
The network is breaking in. I don't know if it's from my side or yours. I'm not getting the question.
Okay, the question is, what's your take? Can the drugs issue stop or get limited, or nothing we can do about it?
Well, drugs, like Mr. Nangbe said, is a very serious issue. I want to believe that looking at Liberia as a tier world country, I don't think we are capacitated to completely stop drugs, but we can limit or minimize the consumption of drugs among the secondary and the primary schools within Liberia.
Okay.
But I don't think we can completely stop drugs.
Okay. So give us some of your tip. How do you think this can come to reality?
Well, first, if we're looking at how the war, how to stop drugs, we should also look at how are drugs being imported in this country. And our border is flawed. Liberia border is a complete flaw that you can import drugs and walk with it. If possible, you put it on your head. Our security forces are not capable of recognizing these things. All they're capable of is collecting money from the borders. So if drugs is being imported through the borders, we should tackle how to stop it. And how to stop drugs from coming in the country. We will also look at the LDEA, like Mr. Nangwe rightly stated, we should enforce or capacitate these people that they will be able to tighten a belt on these very borders. Right now, as we speak, not only uh, 24 borders, like the Liberia police, summer rainfall, they leave the street. These people don't even have the necessary materials to keep them out. So if the country cannot improvise or capacitate these people, our border will continue to be weak. That's one point. So if we tighten the border, we'll be able to fight drugs. The second point is the community. Like our brother stated, I forget his name, but he dropped the line. The Peace Island community, maybe he didn't go in detail. Communities should stand to the fight drugs. And in doing that, we need the parents' help. The Peace Island community in Congoton District number 10, the leadership of the Peace Island community in collaboration with Liberia National Police, they went to various ghettos. They destroyed ghettos, grabbed drugs, logs, and they are, I think currently they are in those various stations going through investigations. So if the parents can stand in this very community to stop the selling of drugs, it will be a very big help in eliminating the consumption of drugs. Second thing, the third thing we should look at is peer pressure. You know, sometimes the parents are being too lenient. They focus more on in providing and they see it as their only responsibility to be a parents. Putting food in house for child to eat, paying a school fee is not the end to parenting. There is more to it. Check up on your children. Let Mr. Negbe said the parents don't check up on the children. To stop drugs, they have to be stopped from the home. So
Okay.
these children leave their very homes. The parents don't care who their friend is or where they are going, how they're spending a day,
Okay.
what they are into,
Mhm.
what they are associating themselves with.
Mhm.
Parents these days are too busy running after bread.
All
They
right.
want to be a breadwinner instead of just being parents.
All right. Let me
So
hold you
these
there.
children, I can say, they are literally up. So in order
Okay. Let me hold you
to
there.
eliminate peer pressure, our parents should draw closer to their children.
Okay. Let me hold you
Be a
there.
friend and
Hold
be
on.
a parent.
Hold on a little bit. Let me hold.
Be yeah.
Can I?
Let me just conclude.
I come in.
Be a friend while being your parents. Some
Okay.
of the children confide in their friends. They prefer sharing that story with their friends and running to the parents. The parents don't even have time. Oh, I'm tired. I just want to work. We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay.
You can come in, Mr.
All
Breakthrough.
right. Yes. I just want to welcome Mr. Soso. He been on backstage. Mr. Soso, you're welcome. Your mic is muted. Mr. Augustine Soso, you are welcome. Okay. Your mic is muted, Mr. Soso. We can get you your microphone. Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah,
Mhm. I know you've been facing high
thank you so
network
much.
issue. Mhm.
Sure, I've been trying to come on, but it's been very difficult for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Breachu, and thank you to
Yes.
everyone.
All right. So what's your take on the issue we are discussing right now about the drugs issue? Can they stop, or there's nothing we can do about it? We just forget it.
Yeah, we have few questions. We said, what's the causes? Hello.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are with you.
Yeah, you spoke of the causes. Can they stop and how? Right?
Mhm.
Are you getting me?
Yes, we are getting you.
Yeah. So we begin with the causes, and for the issue of saying can they stop, we all say yes, it can be, but it requires some effort. So beginning with the causes, can we lay some of the causes and look at them?
Yes, we want you to tell us what are some of the causes you
Yeah.
know quickly.
Mhm. Yeah. So to begin with the causes, and then before we can come to the solution, we have few causes we can look at. We begin with peer pressure, and then we also have curiosity, and the family problem, the easy availability. We have come to realize that these are some of the things that are causing the usage of drugs by our school, our students, especially the secondary and primary students. We also have media influence and lack of awareness. Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Yeah. So because peer pressure, we said our case, the fact that drugs, the issue of
Okay.
drugs is becoming so common in Liberia, you find that more cases are involved with drugs, and because of that, you find that if you have like 10 children together and you have like six involved with drugs, you find that they will be able to easily influence the remaining four. So there, the peer pressure come in. So peer pressure is one of the reasons that causing the spread of the uses of drugs in our various schools.
Okay.
We also have curiosity. Drugs now have become so popular among our kids. So you find out if you have this one innocent kid who does not know the effect of drugs, and you have almost 75% of the peers that are using the drugs, he becomes so curious. Why are my friends involved with the uses of drugs? What is the benefit? So you find that he or she want to know why are my friend involved with this particular substance. So they become curious. So because of that, they want to have the experience. So they want to know why are their friends using it, and they also want to have the experience without taking into consideration the risks that are involved. So because of curiosity, you find that the usage of drug is spreading. So those innocent ones want to know why are their friends involved with the usage of drugs, so they become curious and want to test it and have the experience.
Okay.
So these are reasons that are very causing the spread of the drug. And
Oh,
we also want to stress on the easy availability. Drugs is becoming so common in the bureau, and it becomes so easily available and to the disposal of the case. And this is happening because we have weak control of illegal sales of drugs. So because the national government and those agencies that are responsible to control the spread of these drugs, so it become easily accessible by the kids. Just imagine if the government have this strong arm that will very fighting the combat of drugs and the flow of drugs. It won't be so easily accessible. Today, as we speak, on the social media, the most common video you will see are the victims of drugs, the use of drugs. So how are they getting these drugs? So drugs have become easily accessible. And because they have become easily accessible, it's spreading widely. More people are now consuming it.
okay.
So
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. So
Another thing we should look, yeah, yeah,
we will come back to you a little bit. Let's look at this
okay.
video. You see this video here that I'm playing to you. This video, this is America.
Yeah.
So the issue with this drug is not just Liberia. It is in America, even here in Canada that I'm seated. If I just go certain part of the city now and put my camera on, what you are seeing on the screen will even be worse than what you are looking at. So, looking at our system, our government, our setting, we want to give some smart recommendations to our government on how we think we can fight. Because if international people like systematic nations, well-developed nations are losing their hands on drugs like this, even though our population are not the same, they are higher than us, but they also got more security than us. So if they are losing control on drugs, on their youth and citizens like this with drugs, what do you think we as Liberia, as local as we are in our own ways, so we can say, what do you think we can do to really, really save our children, our school going children, meaning our school going children from the drugs issue? So those are points I want you people to be thinking in your mind. That will be the climax of the show. I'm showing this clip so that we won't think the issue of drugs is only in Morovia, only Liberian people suffering from it. No, it's all over the world. This is the great United States of America here. You see, they too have their own Zogos. Uh-huh. I'm in Canada here, so I don't want to put Canada on Zogo there before they can run behind me. So the America over there. Now, how can we help with our ideas, the students, to save the students from this? Number one, everyone said the same thing, right? We said government, the parents, the private institution, even landlords, international communities, and every citizen needs to fight these drugs. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So let's go step by step. What should be the responsibility of the common citizen? Let's begin with Mr. Nangbe. How can the common citizen help to fight these drugs?
You see, that's something I don't understand. In my mind, that's something I don't understand about the drugs issue.
Mm-hmm.
The first and foremost thing that I see that the drug issue, it should have some spiritual effect on people.
Okay.
Because as a human, I sit here, I see how the drug treat people. And one thing about the drug, when you take it, if they say you will stand to a spot
Mm-hmm.
for 1 hour or 2 hours, get dangling, and that drug, that spirit tells you that you will not fall, you will not fall.
You will never fall. You
Even
won't.
if somebody touches you, you will not fall.
You won't fall. Mm-hmm.
So it has some spiritual implications.
Mm-hmm.
And the first and foremost thing, we need to call on national
Okay.
prayer,
Okay.
on national prayer,
Okay.
to ask God to eradicate, even not to many people, to eradicate the drug issue from our country. They need a national concern of the churches, the imam, they need their concern.
Okay.
Now, one recommendation I can give government,
All right.
because as you have said, and as you have shown on this platform, I have seen it myself. There's a librarian that in America that always show the drug. I say, as sophisticated as America is, if these people, the kind of security again in America, if these people can fall prey to drug, then of course the entire world is in trouble.
All right.
It's
So,
in trouble. So that
so
one recommendation. So this, yeah,
mhm,
yeah, go ahead.
because I want,
You want this?
I want,
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
want us to give everyone their own responsibilities. Now
Yes,
we agree that the religious community needs to be part of it, and you said there should be a
yes,
national prayer.
yes, yes,
Okay, good. Now let's
yes.
get to the common citizen. How can the common citizen help to do this thing?
Now the common citizen, as we said, the common citizen, we don't have to say so properly and allow it, because some of us we know those who bring in the drugs. We know the distributors, we know the importer, but because we are benefiting. So as I said earlier, that it needed involvement of everybody. The common citizen, we need to empower our schools, the children in our schools. We need to start from our homes. That's the first recommendation. Our children, when they go to school, we shouldn't just leave them there because when they are going, when you finish searching them, they will pass on the other side, will get something. Then the school authority should have people that will be able to search these children thoroughly
Okay.
before they can even sit in class.
All right. So Mr.
That
So
that that that, that
so that gets on Mr. Sosa. Mr. Sosa, how do
yeah.
you think the common people can contribute to this? We're going step by step.
Okay, just to buttress the last speaker, uh, I think it would be wise if we have school-based educations.
No.
If their system
Hold on,
set,
hold on, Mr. Sosa. Hold on.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we got the schools. Now we are going step by step. Now we
Mm.
are on the common people, those who are not in government, those who are just normal citizens. They are the one we are talking about. How do you think they can help the drugs process to stop or get limited?
So, talking about common people, are we talking about individuals or what?
Like
Because,
those who are not in power, right? Those who are not having schools, those
mhm,
like a common woman who go to the market to sell her lay pepper. Common people, they are not in no authority, but they are citizens of the
okay,
country too. They too can help, right?
okay. Of course, yeah.
So how can they help, or how
Yeah,
can
so,
we help?
yeah, with that, I will limit that to, it will start from the parental guardians because all of these cases, one way or other, they have parents. They come from the home, family background. So I think individually as parents, or even if you don't have a kid, but you are an individual, you one way or other become a parent because by you talking to a kid, you can support them through the guardian process. So a parental guardian and support could be one of the step forward.
Okay.
Uh, if as an individual you carry on your own awareness in the community. This is the reason why I try to push it to the school, but you say we should look at individual. So as individual, we can have some communications with kids around. If you see that few kids around you are going all off hand, or maybe you notice their attitude is not right as an individual, you monitor them. I think it will be wise enough to have some level of communication with them that could help supporting them in their activities.
All right.
Have some just awareness conversation with the kids as an individual.
Okay.
Give them some awareness the effects, the negative effect of drugs. I think it will help us individually to guard the kids.
All right.
For some of us that know ourselves, we know the effect of drugs. Yeah. So people that are not using the drugs, if they can take upon themselves in the very community to have awareness with kids, it will help the process.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Are you
Uh,
getting me?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
getting you.
Yeah.
So um, Wilton, Wilton, are you there? Oh, Wilton is having issues. Is there Mr. Juma? Mr. Juma left.
Yeah, his data it later ran off.
Oh, okay. All right. No problem.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
feel we feel very sorry about that. Um,
yeah.
all right. So, Wilton, are you there? Wilton, are you there, Wilton?
He's there, but he's not
Yeah,
responding.
Mr. Breakthrough.
Yes. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I hear you, but the line is kind of a breaking through.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yes,
Okay.
much better.
So we are talking about those who consider themselves as common citizens. They are not government officials. They are not doctors. They are not police. They are not DEA. Do you think they can also contribute to the issue of the drugs awareness?
I think they can do what?
Do you think they too have part to play in stopping these drugs, those who are common citizens just in the community, they got no authority in government, they are not rich people, but they live in the society. Do you think they too can contribute to the issue with these drugs?
Yes,
So how?
they can.
Hmm. How can they?
How?
Yeah, how can they contribute to it?
Well, Mr. Breakthrough, I think we are typical example of being a common citizen. Me, Mr. Sosa, Mr. Language, we don't have any, I assume we don't have any government position. We don't have, we are not in a LDA, or neither are we Liberia National Police. But through our advocacy, through our education on various platforms, common citizen can carry on a witness. Individual that you know that is into drugs, you can talk to them one on one. You can create a platform on social media. You can try educating people on the negative impact of drugs. Yeah. And also, you can be a help too by reaching out to the Liberia National Police or LDA, making awareness that, oh, in my community, so and so drugs addicted person is there, and we have ghettos within my community. I think we need help. We need LDA to kind of raid these ghettos, stop these people from selling drugs to kids, stop the people from selling drugs to youth. With that, I think you can contribute.
Okay. All right. So I got a clip right here that I'm just going to share, and each of us will just give our view on how these different department and community can solve this issue about these drugs with us. I'm very sorry. Just give me a second. I will get it. Okay, yeah, this is it. Ooh, okay. Now, okay. When we look at this, I want each and every one of us, beginning from 1 to 7. I know government is the first one, so we begin from the bottom. Let's give our own idea on how, because the last time we interviewed some older women in the chicken factory community, they were like, we ain't got nothing to do with drugs business. Oh, no, 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 this is not the word. uh they were like, we don't know about drugs. For us, the drugs issue that government supposed to fight it, we got nothing to do about it. And we were telling them everyone have something to do with this drugs issue. Every citizen that live in Liberia have something to do with this drugs issue. So I just want us to look at that bullet point. Um, oh my good God, give me a split second. I'm sorry. Um, too many things here. All right, this one, yeah. So this is where we are going to conclude for today. So each beginning from Mr. Sosa, because your network in trouble most times. So I want you to start from the bottom, like religious community. Tell us how the religious community will contribute to this drugs issue. Every citizen, how we can contribute. The international community, like the NGOs, the other people that are there. The landlords, because we know that landlords are part of this thing, those who renting houses. Then we get the private institutions. The reason why we didn't put public institution, because public institution falls under government. So that it's in
Yeah.
government school, so it's into government. So we figure out the private institutions so that you can speak with them. What can the private institution do as well? Then we come to the parents. Then we end it with the government. So, Mr. Soso, let's go through the list. Religious community. How can this contribute to this thing?
Okay. Okay. the fight of drugs cannot be limited to individual. So the listing posted right before me is a perfect divisions of efforts that must come together to fight drugs.
Okay.
So the fight of drugs cannot be limited to an individual. So beginning with religious community in the church or maybe in the worship places, hello,
I'm hearing you. Everyone hearing you.
I think Mr. Social lines are bad.
All right. So since Mr. Sosa lines are bad, let's let's just go to Mr.
are
Nangbe.
you there?
Okay. Yeah, we are there. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, so I had a little issue. Like I was saying, I said the fight of drugs cannot be limited on individual. So perfectly, you are listed some breakdown of groups that can help us in the fight of drugs, beginning with religious community. Are you getting me?
Yes, we are getting you clearly.
Yeah, I said yeah. So the involvement with the religious community can have a perfect role to play in the fight of drugs. If we as religious community, beginning with the head of the religious community by pastors or imam, can take the fight of drugs on the pulpit or their religious era
Mhm.
by preaching, having portions of their sermons talking about the uses of drugs, putting more time on emphasizing on the uses of illegal drugs in their various congregations or preaching time. I strongly believe that it will have some level of impact on the congregations. So that means when people go to church, they will have some lecture on the uses of drugs, the effect of drugs, why we shouldn't use drugs, because no religion will support the uses of drugs. So if religious leaders can take their time to have some level of education on the uses of drugs, the impact, the negative impact, and take it to the pulpit, I strongly believe it will have some positive impact on the fight of uses of drugs.
Okay. So
And
let's
every
go.
citizen,
Every citizen.
yeah, citizens, yeah, every citizens, that means individual citizens, can also, on the community basis, involve themselves with the preachings of the uses of illegal drugs, the impact, the negative impact. You can take it like my brother was saying on your individual platform, Facebook platforms, in the community face to face, engage with the case, engage with community members. If every individual we involve ourselves with this, I strongly believe that there will be some improvements and there will be some the bottle one against the uses of drugs. Talking about the international community, like I said initially, it's a it's a combined effort. International community can come in through NGOs. NGOs, if we have some strong NGOs around here that will come implement some community based groups, giving awareness of the uses of drugs, the impact, the negative impact of uses of drugs. International community can really help all through NGOs. If you have individual coming over NGOs giving the impacts of drugs, what drugs is causing Liberia, the negative impact, how drugs break us down. You have NGOs being sponsored by international community. I strongly believe that we can fight. We can have some positive parts play in the fight of drugs. Coming to landlord, majority of people in these countries are renting. If landlords can take the positive impact of rules, because you find that these drugs are not being sold outside. Most of these drugs dealers have places they have their high out, and these high out are owned by people. So landlord can play a major role. As a landlord, you can if landlord every landlord stand up frame and say no, I won't allow anybody to use my facility, my property for the sale of drugs, and they come out to leak some of these high out to state security, it will be a very positive impact on the fight of drugs. Landlords, some of them are used are high out, their properties are used are high out. So if every landlord come up boldly to speak up against the fight, the uses of drugs by exposing people that are using their facility and hosting drugs, it will be a very good fight against drugs. Private institutions like schools, church and other NGOs can also play a major role. Parents, parents can set their children down, talk to your children.
How?
Communication
Hold
is
on, hold on,
important.
hold on, hold on, hold on. How can
Yeah,
private
yeah.
institution, private schools play major role in the drugs business? How?
Private schools, you as a private schools, you go into contract with parents to host their children for the period of time. The children spend most time with you, so you have to pour in mechanism, pour into, have some extra curricular activities in the school. Like I was coming to the government, I'll reach the government. Before reaching the government, private institutions can have some extracurricular activity into their school curriculum to say, okay, we will have this particular segment that will say just abuse awareness as a private institution. If you have into your activity in the school, maybe 1 hour, chapel activity where you will speak on the uses of drugs, the negative impacts of drugs on students, as a private institution, it will have some no positive impact on the fight of drugs. So you just have to put something into your curriculum or activities as a private institution that will help the case. Create awareness of the private institution about the fight of drugs.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
moving on to the
Parents.
moving on to parents. Yeah, parents. That's the first stage. That's a major pillar of the fight of drugs. Parents have to be sensitive enough. You have the case. That's the case. They are with you. Monitor their movement. Communicate with them. Set them down maybe in the night. Talk to them. Tell them they see what happening. We are going deep into drugs. People are falling victim of drugs. Know the movement of your case. If you notice your case has been so sociable, set them down, talk to them, communicate with them, tell them the dangers of drugs. I think if the parents play their role, that would be the sole route to cutting off the spread of drugs.
Okay.
Because every activities, every habit out there begin from the home. So parents have major role to play. We need to communicate to our kids. We need to talk to our kids as parents. Talk to them, monitor them, you know, conscientize them, watch their step as they are moving. It will help in the process.
Okay. And lastly, government. All right.
Because of that from their home, coming out there, we don't have much headache to place. So government, I will recommend that government should they should embed into the curriculum, the school curriculum. They should embed something that we will call drugs awareness into the school curriculum. Let every school, government school and private school, have something to call drugs abuse awareness into government schools. It will make a positive impact. If we have some people trained, and then every institutions, every school, school are teaching something on drugs awareness, I strongly believe it will help. So that's my recommendation. It will be wise for government to improve the uses of drugs awareness into school curriculum.
Okay. All right, thank you. So let's get to Mr. Nangbe to just break this list down and tell us how he think that these people can contribute to kill this whole drugs business or limit it in Liberia. Mr. Nangbe, the list is up to you, beginning from the religious community that you started talking about already.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Breakthrough. The first and foremost in this country, we have two major religious institutions, Christians and Muslims. And these are people that go to church and go to mosques every day. The religious communities, especially churches, organize programs, organize programs that will create awareness within the church. Every Sunday, in fact, I have that in my church.
Okay.
The pastor, always before he goes into his sermon, he will talk something about the drug. In fact, we have a program in the community that we always witness to them and bring them in the church and provide food for them. And bulk of the people, members in my church, they are people that we took from the drug users. Most of them are drug users. And these people, with all of the religious awareness that we have given them, they point out most of those people that can give the drugs out. That one thing that we can do in order organize programs that will be able to sensitize those members in your church. Every citizen, as I said earlier, every citizen, it is embedded. With all of us, we are responsible for this. So we shouldn't say and say, only government. Every citizen, one on one, we used to have something in this country say, each one teach one. Witness to somebody and tell them the danger in the usage of drugs. And that person will carry the information to another person, door to door, house to house, person to person, family to family. You will see drugs will be little bit eradicated from this country. International community. The international community like play the thing coming from. So they need to come and put on strong measures. We don't have strong measures from the international community. They only see the wrong. But they know they draw not coming from Liberia, it comes from somewhere. And the place is coming from, it passed through their borders, it passed through their airports. Then the last time or later were arrested, who came from, I think, North Korea or somewhere and brought drugs. How did that drug lead the place in the first place to enter Liberia? So the international community should also play a part. They should have strong measures that drugs will not leave their country to come to Liberia. Landlord. Landlords should have restrictions, they should have policy in their homes. If you know that you cannot have policy, put policy in your home. Now look, I don't even cigarette. I don't allow anybody that smokes cigarette to come and rent my place. If you see such, you blow the alarm. If you are afraid, you be a whistleblower. Tell somebody, tell the government, tell whosoever authority is around, they will be able to trace that person who is doing the drug business. Because some people can go with their hand clean, but in the night you don't know what's happening. So you should be a security. You should be a protector of your own home. Then we come to the private institutions. As I said, the private institutions, especially the schools, they get something in this country that have been against throughout. You get something called Super Friday. Student after school, the school will be over by 2, 3. You see our children on the beaches. Oh, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I swear to God, my children can never be part of that because they know what we do to them. Why will my child that are not supposed to be home by 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock on Friday? The child will not be home. The child will be in the street up to 10, 11 o'clock in the night. Super Friday. And the government should put in measure that they will visit all the beaches because are the places that those children can go. That they will be able to put restriction. And the administrators of those schools should be able to do follow up of those students that they are putting out because they keep the children in the schools. They are also guardians. Then we come to the parents. As I said earlier, the parents, a first start from the home. We the parents, we should see to it that our children are well off, our children are protected. So if you don't check your children, if you don't conscientize your children, have meeting with your children on a daily basis, how devotion with your children on a daily basis, and tell them about the danger in the usage of drugs. Then of course you come to the government. The government should be the one that will enforce. The laws are on the book, but our government are too lenient with the law. The last law that they passed and the legislation that there's no bail. You don't bail up a person who was caught with drugs. But in this country, people are bailed out. And when you put it out, then of course they go for more. Because they got people in the government say, well, you carry me, somebody will come to my rescue. So the government got to stand firm. We got to enforce the law. We got to protect our citizens. There you come in as a government citizen. So when the citizen finish doing their work, you the government now you are there to enforce the law.
Okay.
So I think we
And
have more people to talk.
yeah,
So I will stop that far. I just
lastly,
summarize them.
lastly, we just added media entities.
The media entity are seen there. The media have a very major role to play. The media have to very the media institution, they are only interested in politics. Everything that government, all of us should be, I think we say the media, they are the watchdog of the society. You should also propagate these things. You should organize program, talk show that will go throughout this country. Okay, I want to show. Yeah, I want to show. The media entities, the media entities they should organize program that will reach through the length and breadth of this country in order to cut down this pandemic, this devil they call drugs in this country. It is getting serious by a day. The last time Six body men die in Soul Clinic. Six body men, healthy men die because they took in something that they didn't know that would kill them on that time. So the media entity, they need to organize a program to propagate these particular programs concerning drugs. I
Okay.
start thus far.
All right. So, Mr. Sosa, when you were speaking, the media entity was not here. Do you think the media entity can contribute to this thing anyways?
Yeah, strongly.
How?
Like they are also causing it. So I think
Out
they
of
if
talk
they
show.
do the other way around, they can help to reduce it.
Oh, did I hear you say they are also causing it?
Yeah, because the media, they expose the exposures of the media use of drugs is mostly done through the media,
Okay.
like music. People think about uses of drugs through music,
Okay. Okay.
movies.
I got you.
Yeah, so the media entity are also promoting the uses of drugs. So if government can regulate the media entity, it will also serve as ways of reducing the spread of drugs. If you notice, most of our music today, the lyrics
Mhm.
is about promoting drugs.
Okay.
When you enter
The
here,
video, the videos are promoting the uses of drugs.
You are right.
Even on the Facebook, you will see the uses of drugs being promoted. So I think the some ban government need to have some strong regulations on these things. Yeah, the government rule it needs to be in line with the media because if government have some strong ban on the uses of the media, especially when it comes to promoting the uses of drugs, it will help the process. So the media people from the media background can help to reduce the uses of drugs if there are some restriction placed on what to post up there because you found that more than the 8%, even the kids today, the smartphone, everyone using it. So what you see is what that attracts you. So I strongly believe if we reduce the exposure of the uses of drugs on the media, it will help. So this is the reason why I said the media is also promoting it. So if there's some law put into place on what to place out there, the lyrics of the music, the movies, there's some movie you don't just show to kids, you affect them. People promote the uses of drugs through music videos, through movies, even through audio sound.
Okay.
So let the government come up with some restriction on this on the media on the media. It will
Okay.
help the spread. It will help to control the spread of drugs.
Okay. So let's get Wilton. Wilton, you can give your points and then we can give our closing statement and we call it a day for today. So Wilton is up to you. Mr. Sosa, you can mute your mic. Wilton, you are muted, Wilton.
yeah, Mr. Breakthrough, I'm not getting clear. You're breaking through.
It is your time to break down that list before us.
All right, I will begin with the number one, which is government. Government play a cardinal role. The government is the head of the state. And the government can only implement its action on the dismissal or the elimination of drugs through implementing a strict policy against drugs, targeting the various borders. First, that it should tackle the importation of drugs. Drugs is coming in, how drugs is coming in the country, and not only the country. Government should also take into consideration that drugs is also being manufactured within the country. These drugs used are digging grave. Day by day bone, they are grinding it, making it into drugs. These drugs users are grinding splinter, these drugs users are using pimples. So while we closing our very borders, we should also be able to tackle the very means of which drugs is coming in this country. Another aspect is element under the car absorb. Like these people split the car absorb, especially for the Nigerians. They absorb drugs. So we not just tightening our various borders, but we should also set a very strict principles. The government should set a very strict principles that will be able to stop the spread of drugs within the country. And
Parent.
Mr. Breakthrough, I'm not saying the
The next is parent.
yeah parents. Yeah, the parents do have a very cardinal role to play. Like I quoted the other time, train up a child in a way that he or she should grow. The question is, our parents, are they bringing up children to eradicate the uses of drugs, or are they teaching the children how to take drugs? We are all witnessing how parents are literally introducing the uses of drugs to children. You'll see your parents taking drugs even from a child. You'll see your parents drinking alcohol even from a child. And these parents sometimes literally put these things in the children's mouth. So if we settle this bad parental upbringing, literally these children will grow up with it. So the parents got a very key role. Bring up a child in a way that he or she should grow. When old, they will not depart. Also, the parents should be the one standing tall in the very community, stopping drugs dealers, stopping ghettos, reporting every illegal form of drugs to the national police, form a team advising our parents, educating them on the dangers of drugs. What do we have next? I'm not seeing
We
the
have,
menu.
okay, private institution.
Okay, private institution. If we're talking about private institution, we talking about a lot. We're talking about these various schools. We're talking about these various non-governmental organizations. We also talking about people who are not working for the police or the government, but they have their own private security institution. So we talking about these people taking action. We're talking about these people setting a strict rules against the use of drugs. We're talking about these people going out, enforcing that the high rate of drugs that is polluting the young folks within the country, how to stop it. So the various schools should put in a very strict rule that student, any student that is caught within the act of drugs, there should be a strict and drastic action taken against you. The same can go to uh, 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 security frame. The same can go to non-governmental organization. That is set that is tighten a belt and set a very strict rules and regulation against the use of drugs. And to the landlord, we notice that drugs is being imported, not imported, but drugs is being distributed within the community. And within the community, these people are renting. And within this community, these landlords have given them a spot to open a ghetto. Within the community, these landlords have given them the privilege to sell these drugs to young people. So the landlord should play a very cardinal role. Do not accept any drugs user. Take action against it. If they pretend to be a sheep and later on you know that they are a wolf, report it to the police. Take against it. Because when I come to you, oh yeah, I'm a drug dealer, I want to rent your apartment to be selling drugs. No. But if you notice any illegal transaction going on, report it to the police. Let the police take action. And for any reason, the landlord himself is a drug dealer. That's where the parents step in. Because now all the drug dealers are renting. Some of them own their own places. So even if the landlord is a drug dealer, that's where the parents step in. That's where the community members step in. Report these cases to the police, and let the police take a drastic action in eradicating drugs. Mr. Breakthrough, what do we have next?
We have international community. Are you not seeing the list?
You say?
International community.
Well, international community is a big hand. is a big hand in terms of crisis. Just how international community can step into the health sector, I guess this is time to that step in to eradicate drugs. International community can boost uh, Liberia national government by fundings, giving them the necessary fundings to fight drugs. International community comes in through NGOs, carry on the awareness of drugs. I guess with these two key principles, international community will be a very great help in the elimination of drugs. And number six, we have every citizen. I guess this has become a slogan that drugs is not just me, myself, and I, but it's every citizen concerned. It could be me, it could be you, it could be the next person. It is our responsibility, not because he or she is not your brother or your relative means that you cannot talk to him or her. Reach out, educate these people on the wrongs. Drugs is damaging the youth, and the youth is the future of this country. What are your relatives of that? Reach out to them. Tell them that, oh yeah, so and so habit you're in is wrong. Use your social media platform. Yeah, you can post your picture with caption. Post about these young people on the street. It's everybody concerned. It's every citizen concerned. Moreover, wherever you spark danger, wherever you spark the uses of drugs, create awareness on it. It could be beyond your house, it could be in your community or anywhere else. Report these cases to the police, expose them, and also help this brother out. Or like in Liberia now, it has become a taboo for some people. They don't give money to drugs user. They said, oh, if I give you money, you smoke drugs. These people are trying to help, but don't just stop giving them money. Tell them that you are not giving them money because they are into bad habits, and also report these cases to the police. It is our responsibility as every citizen. And due to time, I'll run on to a religious community. If we're talking about religion, we're talking about ethics. I think we should this is time that like our brother Mr. Nagbe rightly said, we have two cardinal religion within the country, Muslim and Christian. This is about time that they stop talking about restoration. This is about time they stop preaching on giving. This is about time to teach these children about ethics. Are we living right? Selling drugs to your next door neighbor, it is right. Teach these people ethics. I think this very religions leaders should use number eight, which is the media. Get on the very platform. It's very available. Go on OKFM, go on Freedom, go on Spoon, go on this real talk show, or use the social media to your advantage. You can still sit home and teach ethics. Teach the young people how to come out. Teach them how to live right with God. You cannot sit, call yourself religious leader, Tony, you only go in church and preach on repentance and, and preach on giving. Go on the street, go in these very ghettos, engage these very young people, talk to them, and wear them on the danger of drugs. Open a crusade, preach about drugs. Drugs is a alarming factors.
Okay.
If this country cannot stand as a nation to fight drugs, then I don't I don't see any future because majority of the young people are engaging literally into drugs. And lastly, to the media, I think because of reason, majority of the media is engaging in the politics because if you put your mouth in politics, that way you get a little or nothing from some kind of lawmaker will shake your hand with envelope. This is a pattern that would divert our energy from political discussion and go discuss something that is affecting society. Media are a watchdog. You raise red flags on where you're seeing wrongs. So now drugs is alarming. I'm urging the media to divert the energy on drugs usage. Every platform, at least if not 1 hour of broadcast, create alarming factors. Go in this rural community digging news of ghettos, of drugs law. Look at the population of young people that is being affected by drugs is very huge. It's very huge. I would not want to go in detail with the Painesville community or every Concordat barrier where they have Moscow, King Gray, on the various Concordat barrier. Ghettos are all over and the young people are falling. Like the video you played, like I'm seeing zombies. I've been watching zombie in show, but I'm seeing zombie in real life. These people standing, sleeping, so on and forth. How long will we continue to see these things? And the media keep talking about one politician being house. The media keep talking about politics, politics. So media, it is our responsibility to stand tall, to stand strong in the fight of drugs.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Breakthrough, for the opportunity.
Okay. So I want to say thanks to every one of you guys for speaking your minds. And I mean, those who are following us, those who are watching us, they really appreciate what we are talking about. I must be honest with you. So before I just clamours with my own point, before I give my little points on this, I just want us to look at this clip I'm about to play.
Tell us your name.
My name is Ken Wilson.
Just increase your voice a bit. You say your name?
Kent.
Ken Will.
Kent Wilson.
And which class are you in?
I in 11.
In your long class.
11.
The Basel 7 there, but the one on Thomas Street?
Yeah.
Okay. So someone would like to know, your colleagues are in class. What are you doing outside?
When I came out the morning, I was I was late. So I had to desire to come back. But I get a friend here where I left my bag.
Now, this guy said he's dressed up in uniform. Oh, you can see him. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this guy said he went on
Yeah,
campus
SDM.
this morning, but he was late. So the school told him to go home. Now,
Did you go home?
he didn't go home. Do you know that the parent of this guy believe this guy is in school?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you know that the school is still going to receive school fees from this guy parents in the name of teaching this guy?
Mm-hmm.
So those are issues that Ministry of Education needs to look at. I think the thing about telling schools to send students home when students are late should be cut off,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because the parent get dressed to go look for money. The child wear a uniform, goes to school. That parent knows that that child is in school, not knowing not knowing that child is in the ghetto getting spoiled. At the end of the day, the parent take the money and pay the school for not protecting their children. So I think Ministry of Education needs to look at students going home when you are late. Because intentionally, some students will just get late and go to the gate, but once they tell them, go home because you are late, they turn around and go in the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
So that needs to be a very serious point for the Ministry of Education under the government to look at. This guy parents will soon get frustrated if he stays in this area for a couple of months. You see how a lip becoming so dark. His parents are struggling, looking for money. Oh, our son learning. Oh, he will become someone to take care of all when we are old. Not new, he's retrogressing. So I just played this video. It's actually long. It was recorded by Empire TV. I just play it so that
Okay.
we will see some of the issues for government to look at. Government have a very major role to play in this whole drug issue. And the role government have to play on good Nangwe is not that they self can play it. They just need to
Yeah.
make the enforcement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For example, you see, this is another video. This older woman at her age is selling drugs in the Chikisu factory community. At her age. Now, listen to the video. She even tell lies. She said she don't even know whether this thing is called drugs. It was this money someone gave it to her. She don't know what is this. When they went in her house, they saw huge plastic bags filled with it. Let's listen to her a little bit before I go ahead.
We want to tell you what we'll do. You all our woman. No, we want to tell you what we will do. Put your blast down small. Put your blast down small. Put the clothes down. We want to tell you what we will do, yeah? From today, we get one security and sign on you. People don't know that you are one of those who selling drugs in the community. Listen to me, mama. Don't laugh. I'm in the community. We are going to assign somebody on you. So once we from today, there is a security assigned on you. They catch you. And you see it? You're not looking all right. That's problem for you. You hear it? You hear it? So, you are here. But Omar, initially when the team came to you, they asked you, you said, in fact, the lady asked you, you said you're not selling drugs in this place, right? I asked you. Hello?
She's saying she don't know say that drugs here. She don't know that drugs.
So, Oma, you say how you get it?
That's how you should go inside
This is where she hid some of the drugs. Also, between these rocks.
All right. So I just wanted us to see how chronic the issue of these drugs is when it comes to government fighting it. So government needs extra force to get this thing working. Now, the last video I'm going to play is from Minnesota, the government of Minnesota. There's a very short statement, less than 1 minute, that I want us to hear. Then we get done with the video and close the show. Then listen to what they are going to say to us.
As our children get older, we may still picture them playing sports.
Yeah, man.
Sorry? Okay.
As our children get older, we may still picture them playing sports or performing in the high school play. It's hard to imagine that innocence being lost to drugs, but for far too many youth, it's happening.
Law enforcement is working hard going after dealers and suppliers, but we can't do this alone. We need parents' help.
So, you get a point? The government is working hard to go after dealers and suppliers. That is one thing government needs to look at. Now that they got that old man, they should trace her till they make sure where she getting her drugs from.
Yeah.
They shouldn't just grab her and then after some minute they let her go. That drugs is coming from someone to someone to someone to someone to someone. So that's why the security department here, the public safety department of Minnesota, is telling the parents that the government is doing well to track the dealers and suppliers, but without the help of the parents, it's going to be difficult for us. Let's see how the parents can help this thing.
It starts at home with candid conversations between you and your teens about the dangers of drugs and how easy it is to make poor decisions.
So he's saying it starts with the parents telling the children about the danger of drugs. So the parent needs to be having this kind of forum. Tell your children, drugs is not good. When you take it, this will happen to you. This is going to be what you're going to get crazy. You're going to die. You're going to tend to criminal. You will be dead in the street. Tell them about it. Show them video clips about it.
Wax, Molly, dabs. It's all unfamiliar territory to many parents. Through this educational video, we hope to help you recognize the signs in this ever-changing drug culture.
So this is your typical teenager's bedroom. Don't be fooled. Even good kids can make poor decisions. Whether your child is an athlete, straight-A student, or a band member, even the best of kids can get wrapped up with the wrong crowds. Let's start with the nightstand. At first glance, you may not see anything that looks suspicious or out of the ordinary, but take a look at this Red Bull can. Even ordinary everyday objects can actually be hiding places for drugs, things that your kids want to conceal from you. So it's important that you're picking these things up and looking at them. We also have what looks like could be just your typical lip balm container. However, this is commonly used for storing marijuana wax. Marijuana wax is a very sticky substance, so it's often found in these silicone containers. We also have something that...
Okay, so we'll stop the video there. I just wanted us to look at those few clips. We will stop the video there, and then we get done with our talking and we climax. So she's telling you that as a parent, make sure you go in your children's room. Check into those small cups, into their bags, into their pockets. This brings us back to our list. Now, media entity got a very huge role to play in what we are doing here. I believe government needs to tell every media entity in the country. I don't want to talk about LBS because LBS they are already under government, so they should make it, more than every other media entity. Every media entity in the country, including DSTV, must have a program about the issue of drugs abuse. Every media entity, radio stations, TV stations, should have a program that talks about drugs abuse. Because the more the student hear it, the more the citizen hear it, they get aware about what drugs can do to them. Then we come to religious community. Like you people have said, every pastor, imam, whatever religions you are from, should be able to gather your people together and educate them on the issue against drugs. Because the pastor got a lot to play in every country. The imam have a lot to play. The women listen to the pastors more than their husbands. The imam got mandate over the congregation more than even their families because he's a religious head. They are religious people. They should be able to share this idea more and more and more about this. Every citizen, like you people said, every citizen has the responsibility of telling one person about this drugs issue. If you see someone doing drugs in your community, go to the police station and tell them, say, in that house, there's a lady there selling drugs. So that you can help to be a help to the government for their drugs being to end. Because the government official got money to take care of themselves. They got money to send their children abroad. So this issue will not really affect them, that you and I. That is why you and I need to fight them more than them. Because they have the ability, the financial strength to send their children to other countries where, there are some limitations in the danger of drug usage to their lives. But you and I, we walk along our local streets every day with people chasing us with knife and cutlasses to take our smartphones and our bags. So we need to help each other to fight this thing. So don't say, I'm a common citizen, I got nothing to do with it, just business. The people who get money, that let the government do it, that government work. No. You need to be there to help somebody. international community. Normally in our country, the local people don't have time. The citizens of Liberia don't have time to go after court case a lot. So international community can direct most of their funds, most of their money to where when a drugs dealer is caught, like the lady that they grabbed this few times with the drugs, the international community should make sure they direct their money to that area till that issue get to the end and that person get publicly prosecuted, so that the example can come back to the rest of the citizens to know that, oh, this lady that was caught, there was what was done to her in the end. Because the citizens don't have that means. That means the moment they hear over Facebook or the hear over radio station today, after 2 days, they forget about it. And once they forget about it, those in authority now use this as a means of collecting money from that perpetrators or that person they have grabbed, to let the person go free, because the citizen got too many things on their minds, so they don't have the ability to really run after cases to make sure perpetrators are serving their sentences. So the international community, say you have financial strength, be able to help the citizen of Liberia. When issue comes up, follow it up to the letter. Use your money to pay media entities to bring out this information so that the public can get aware. Because these awareness are going to be the one to make other people afraid to get into it. But I can tell you, if you ask Liberians right now, the last drugs person they caught few days ago, where is she or where he is, they will tell you they have no idea. They will just tell you, oh, that woman, they just grabbed her on Facebook. We don't know what happened to her. We don't know where is she. So that case come to an end because we don't have the means of running after it. People need to go and look for food to eat. They don't have money to be running behind court case. So international community, if you can just direct some of your funds in that direction, is going to help Liberians greatly. Talking about land laws is very simple. Government should make a mandate. When we grab any dealer or supplier in your house, we are not only catching the supplier or the dealer, we are also catching the landlord. The landlord, his or herself, needs to be arrested because she is part of the custodians of the act. This person doing this thing under your roof because they are paying you money, allowing other citizens' life to get damaged. The future of the country is spoiling while you are getting paid for it. You need to be arrested. So landlords needs to be arrested and mandates should be made. Private institutions, like basically private schools and entities. Every school in the Republic of Liberia supposed to have drugs awareness or alcohol awareness program for their students. And Ministry of Education should make sure that the school send an invitation to the Ministry of Education. At least one person from the ministry should visit that school. Even if it is for 2 minutes, should make sure that program was held. Or better still, the government can pass a mandate. Just as you can bring your school records here every year for us to see, bring a pen drive with a video clip of the program that you had for the drugs awareness in your school. If you don't bring the video clip on the pen drive, we are not taking your document. So if you show that you are, like every semester, like first semester, every school is supposed to have awareness program in their school. Every school, no excuse. There should be a program. Call cameraman or use your smartphone. Record it. And when you are recording it, the children should be the one teaching, not the teacher teaching. The student learn from their fellow students, then they learn it from the teacher. So the teacher will train the kids how to tell their fellow kids about the uses of drugs and how it affects their lives. Then these students are going to come up and share the ideas with their fellow students. With that, the student will start to feel part of what is going on and they will start to learn about it. So, I'm urging the government and asking them to look at this. Let this be mandatory. Every school needs to have an anti-drugs awareness program in their school. Make sure you record the program. Make sure you record the program. There is a media team at the Ministry of Education. I was there before. There's a media team there. There are cameras there that we were doing nothing with. Those cameras were just parked. So if your school can write a Ministry of Education that, oh, my drugs awareness program for our school will be next week, Thursday, 2 o'clock. The ministry can send one of their media team there to come and record 3 minutes of that to show to the ministry that, oh yeah, this school had their program. So with that, all the students will be hearing this drugs awareness issue. So if they are hearing it in their schools, if they are hearing it in their churches, if they are hearing it on the media, you know that they will start to change about it. Then we come to parents. One of the huge responsibility lies with the parent. Parents, like everybody said on the platform, should be able to communicate the issue with drugs to their children, the negativity of drugs abuse to their children. Work along with the school. If you see changes in your school, in your child, be able to communicate with the school. If the school notices any change in your child, the school should be able to communicate with you. And if the school do their check and confirm that this child is into drug, the school should be able to inform the government. The school should tell the government, these students, we notice and we have proof that they are into drugs, so we're turning them over to government. Government will have a policy in working with these students, how they can be transformed along with their school's policy. So as the student entering the school compound, the school should be able to do a random search of the student bags before they enter the compound. Check their bags and their pockets. The female instructor can check the female students. The male instructor can check the male students to make sure that nothing goes in negative in the classroom. And when they are coming out again, they stay on the same straight line. Their bags are checked. With that, you will have a limitation of this. And then the school should also make sure that parents get communication once your child is out of school for that day. So if your child goes to school late, the school is supposed to have a WhatsApp account, WhatsApp number, a WhatsApp page group for all the parents that have children in that school. Those that came to school late, once the school knows you, they are going to put the names of the student. If that 30 student came to school late for that day, they are going to tap the name of those 30 students in that WhatsApp chat room and send it to that parents' WhatsApp group. So once you look at that list, you know that your child never entered this campus today. Your child came back home. So right away, the parents will know that, oh, so my daughter never entered school today, because there are software that can do that. But maybe the school will say, we don't have money for that. So you can just use ordinary WhatsApp. Get one teacher for that. Get one teacher for that. So all the students that came to school late, everybody will enter the compound. But they will stand in a very corner, put their names down, and then send text message on WhatsApp to the WhatsApp group. So the parents will know that, say, oh, today my daughter was late. She knows that this child never went to school. So that child will be compelled to go home because the parent knows that he or she never entered that or that classroom today. That is going to be a very great help for the parents. It is very simple to do. You don't need advanced software. Lastly, with everything we have said, government needs to make sure they are enforced. DEA officers, if an investigation is done and the entry for that very drug scheme from a particular border point, the leader of that border point, the DEA leader of that border point, should be arrested and dismissed from his job and prosecuted as ordinary citizens. For example, the lady that they caught in Chikisu factory, she needs to show her supplier. They need to make sure she shows her supplier. They will grab that supplier. That supplier is going to tell the public or is going to tell the government where that substance passed to get to him. The border that substance passed from, that border leader needs to be caught and investigated. That means they are not working at that point. So, government now.
We are cutting you off.
So, government now will need to make sure each border points are responsible for the interest of illicit drugs in the country. And when you tell the cat not to eat a rat, they say tell the rat not to smell or not to pass it from the cat. Government needs to direct some of their budgets, more budget, to the issue of the media entity, the drugs enforcement entity. I realized that we have 15 counties, but our drugs enforcement entity only have 5 vehicles for 15.
My phone went off.
Okay.
My phone is going off. So when it cut off,
Yeah.
it's not intentional.
I understand.
Yeah, it went off.
All right.
Okay, sir.
So we are canvassing quickly. So we will just stop here today. So government needs to channel a lot of her resources right now to the media entity and the drugs enforcement entity so that they can get more empowered and powerful. So before your phone go up, Mr. Nangwe, you can just give us your closing statement. Oh, it's going. Anyways, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You did very well today. We went. Okay, we got like 10 minutes to conclude. So, Wilton, you are just there. Just give us your parting statement, and we can call it a day for today.
We have studied art. You have elaborated on these very key factors that we think is a serious threat to drugs within Liberia. To conclude, like you said, Mr. Breakthrough, the government should enforce. The government should be the one enforcing these various laws, these various regulations on the issue of drugs, both with the importation of drugs in the country and the distribution of drugs within the country. If the government can stop the drugs from coming in through the borders, and if the government is also capable of stopping the distribution of drugs within its very community, I think we'll be making a very huge progress. And our parents too should be able to stand tall on the issue of drugs. Our parents should be able to fight along with every citizen, eradicating drugs from the various community. Our parents should also educate their children on the damages and the dangerous aspect of drugs. Various institutions should be able to step in, looking at the negative aspect of drugs. And lastly, the drugs user themselves, through the media platform, should be able to take in the various advances in eradicating the use of drugs. I don't have much to say. We have said it all to the listening audience. This is time that will go out eradicating by action. We will not just continue sitting on this very media platform talking. We should take action in the various community. We should be able to talk to the various drugs user, and we should be able to put in mechanism along with the government enforcement, because we cannot do this. Like the people of the Peace Island community, they didn't just mash up, go to various ghettos, start breaking down ghettos and burning places. The government, through the national police, gave them a great enforcement. Through the help of the national police, the parents and the leadership of Peace Island community were able today to break down ghettos, to stand tall against the issue of drugs. So let our parents behave like the parents of Peace Island community. Let our leaders behave like the leaders of Peace Island community, and let the government be able to enforce this action that will help in the elimination of drugs. Thank you, Mr. Berkshire.
Okay, so thank you, Wilton. So I just want to conclude by saying thanks to all communities, all citizens, all Liberians, staying in Liberia, whether citizen or not, once you are into Liberia, even outside Liberia, and you are contributing to the fight against drug, we want to say thank you. We want to say the fight has just started. International community cannot help us do this one, because I show you video of international community trying to fight their own, and it's even giving them challenge. So just know that they are not coming to Liberia to help you do your own. You need to do yours. So those that are in the community going from ghettos to ghettos, I think they are doing well to weaken the strength of those drugs addicts and drug users and suppliers in our community. We all join together, we say, let's say no to illicit drugs and misuse of drugs in our schools. Thank you. You are welcome to join us next week. Just send a text to the number on the screen. This is a platform, Education Forum. It is a platform built by the School Zone Liberia program, Gifted Kids Growing with Integrity. Transformation Start with Me. My name is John Breakthrough. I'm very humble to be the host and founder for this platform. Until we see next week, Saturday at 4 with another fascinating topic again, I want to say I salute and bye bye from my end.